Hi everyone. Welcome to Possible Science Channel. Today, we're diving deep into something that's inside you, me, and every living thing on this planet. Something so small, yet so powerful, it literally writes the story of life itself. Yeah, I'm talking about DNA. In 1869, a Swiss scientist named Friedrich Miescher was studying white blood cells. While digging through old bandages, he found a weird, sticky substance inside the cells. He called it nuclein, because it came from the nucleus. He had no idea what it was, but that sticky stuff was actually DNA. For decades, no one really understood its importance. People thought proteins were the real stars of life, and DNA just a boring chemical. But that was about to change. Fast forward to the 1940s and 50s, the world's brightest scientists were in a race. They knew something in cells carried genetic information, but what exactly? Then came Oswald Avery in 1944. He performed an experiment proving that DNA, not protein, carried genetic information. That was a huge deal, but many scientists didn't believe him at first. Meanwhile, a young woman named Rosalind Franklin was taking X-ray pictures of DNA crystals. Her images revealed a mysterious pattern, a spiral shape. This was the first real look at the structure of DNA. At the same time, James Watson and Francis Crick were building models, trying to figure out what DNA looked like. They used Rosalind Franklin's data, without her permission, unfortunately, and in 1953, they announced it. Greater than, we have discovered the secret of life. The double helix. Two spiraling strands connected like a twisted ladder. The rungs were made of 4 letters. A, T, C, and G, adenine, thymine, cytosine, and guanine. Those 4 letters are the alphabet of life. Once the structure was known, the next question was, how does DNA actually work? Think of DNA like a giant recipe book. Each word in the code is a sequence of letters, A, T, C, and G, and together, they form genes. Each gene is an instruction to build a protein, the molecules that make up your muscles, skin, hair, even your emotions. Inside every cell of your body, there's about 2 meters of DNA, tightly packed into the nucleus. And guess what? If you uncoiled all the DNA in your body, it could stretch from Earth to the Sun and back, more than 600 times. That's how much information your body carries. Now that we know how DNA works, scientists began to dream big. If DNA holds the code for life, could we read it? Or even change it? In 2003, after more than a decade of effort, scientists completed the Human Genome Project, a global mission to map all 3 billion letters of human DNA. It was like discovering the instruction manual for the human body. From there, we started understanding diseases, ancestry, and evolution in new ways. We learned how DNA connects us, how humans share 99.9% of their DNA with each other. And surprisingly, we share around 60% of our DNA with bananas. Banana. That means life on Earth is deeply connected. One big family written in the same language. Today, DNA is everywhere. In forensics, ancestry tests, and even medicine. Scientists can now edit genes using a technology called CRISPR, like using scissors to cut and paste DNA. This gives us the power to correct genetic diseases, grow organs, and even design new forms of life. But it also raises tough questions. Should we use this power to create perfect humans? What if DNA editing goes too far? With great knowledge comes great responsibility. and DNA might be the most powerful knowledge of all. So what's next? DNA could help us cure cancer, fight aging, and even bring back extinct species like mammoths. Some scientists are exploring DNA computing, using DNA molecules to store information, replacing silicon chips. And as AI meets genetics, we might one day predict diseases before they happen, or even rewrite our genetic code to live longer, stronger, and healthier lives. But through all of this, one thing remains clear: DNA isn't just a molecule. It's a story. A story 3.5 billion years old, written in every living thing that has ever existed. So the next time you look in the mirror, remember, you're looking at a walking, breathing, thinking collection of stardust, written in the universal language of life, DNA. If you enjoyed this journey through the code of life, hit that like button, subscribe for more science stories, and let's keep exploring the universe, one discovery at a time. Thanks for watching, and never stop being curious.